Hello, Jaime. How are you?
Fine.
Long time
Can
no
you hear
see.
me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you perfectly, loud and clear.
Oh, okay. And why can't I see you?
Because I have the camera off. I'm just waiting for the other student.
Oh, okay. Perfect, ma'am.
Okay.
Will do. Please
Oh,
excuse me. Where are you from? First question, where are you from?
you don't remember where I'm from?
Yeah.
I'm from Colombia, specifically Cartagena.
You see, okay. Because the thing is, when you answered me saying, okay, what was it?
Yeah,
Did,
that I thought the Bogotanos I wouldn't go that way.
okay.
Hello guys,
Hello, Oscar. How
Hello.
are you?
I'm fine and you?
Good, thank you. Oscar, I'm gonna give you like a few minutes so you get to know Jaime. I already know Jaime, but 2 minutes, Oscar, for you to introduce yourself to Jaime, and then Jaime, 2 minutes for you to introduce yourself to Oscar. Please, Oscar, go ahead.
Okay, so Jaime, right?
Jaime.
Jaime, where are you from?
I'm from Colombia, Bogota.
Oh, great. So, which semester are you in at UNAD?
I'm in third semester.
Third semester.
Yes, sir.
Oh, same here. And which English level are you taking?
The basic. No, the thing is that I was skipping the Englishes because I wanted to do a test in order to not see them.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
to validate the subjects.
yes,
Exactly.
why don't you take the placement test?
Excuse me?
Why don't you take the placement test?
Oh, hold on. Let me increase the volume.
Okay.
Okay, here you go. Come again?
Okay, let me check my mic volume. Okay, it's okay. So I was asking you, why don't you take the placement test?
Oh, okay. Why? Because long story short, you see this? Check out the camera. You see this? Let me show
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So,
Just 1 year. I've been married for 1 year, and this beautiful lady said that she wanted to learn also English with me. So, thing was that that's why I agreed to, instead of taking the placement test, to study English so she could study also. But it turned
uh,
out that she's very busy. She's very busy and she hasn't studied at all. So, that's why I'm going to take it after this class is over. Not this class, but after this English is over, the
Yeah,
semester, and
yeah,
I'm going to take all the Englishes. I'm going to take an exam about a placement test about it.
yes.
oh, this is a nice story with a sad ending, because she was supposed to learn English, as you said, but at
Um,
the end, she didn't do it.
the thing
Exactly.
is, yes, yes, ma'am.
No,
But
no, go ahead. I just said exactly.
I wanted to ask you because I was also planning to, like to do some placement tests at the university, but I heard that they no longer have them. That's why I had to took like an international test. So tell me, how has your process?
Okay, so the thing is, hold on. I'm not. It's not that I'm not looking at you at the camera, but I wrote it down on my notebook, and they told me that the placement test has to be done in either Colombo or Consejo Británico, British Council. Sorry,
Hmm.
and here it is. You see, found it, and it says an international examination, either the TOEFL or the ILS, and it has a cost of $200 and 615,000 pesos is the test in the ILS test in Colombo, and 870,000 the course. So that makes it like a million something pesos, and you say you go like, good, good. We need to save money. Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 24. What about you?
I could be your father, man. How old do
But
you
you're,
think I am?
but you're not his father, so go ahead.
Okay, I'll tell you the truth. I'm 47 years old. to the day after tomorrow, I'm 47. So I expect
Ah,
my birthday cake.
oh, yeah,
Oh,
birthday cake through Skype.
happy belated.
Excuse me?
So it was your birthday just 2 days before?
No,
No,
Two
no,
no,
no.
days
2 days
ago?
after.
In 2 days. In 2 days, it will
Oh,
be
Mhm.
my
okay, within
birthday.
2 days.
Yeah.
So
So,
you're gonna turn 50, right?
excuse me?
You're gonna turn 50. You say
Mhm.
No, not 50,
you say
47.
47. Oh, 48. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
come on. I'm not that old. I could be your dad, but not that old. No, I know we're going to make it there. Thing is that when I was your age, I thought that I would never make it to this age. And in fact, my mom is 20 years older than me. She had me when she was
Mm.
20 years of age. And I always saw her like that model that I'm not going to be there any day. I don't see it. And now that I'm 47, think about it. So
Hmm.
I'm turning old.
I think the fact that you are old or young comes from your mind. I think it depends. If you feel old inside, then you will be old outside.
I know that's true. That's true. But the thing is that the pain comes with the age. That's why we have to exercise.
Definitely,
So that's
I
why
agree with you.
that's why I'm also in t-shirt, Oscar. You see?
Oscar, do you do
Yeah.
exercises?
Yes, sometimes I do exercises. I go to the gym sometimes. I go to the stadium, do some sport.
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is soccer. I really
Of
like it.
course, you're Paisa, you're from Apartado, you have to like soccer.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Okay, guys, it was enough. But Oscar, I told you to introduce yourself and you started asking questions to Jaime.
So it means that now Jaime has to start asking questions to me.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry, sorry, sorry.
No, it's okay, it's fine. Jaime, Oscar is from Apartado. He's studying Aruna too, and he wants to become a teacher. He has like really great goals and huge goals to achieve, and I think he has the language to do so, like you do
Sweet,
too. Okay.
sweet.
Well, let's get started because you love talking. What we're going to do briefly, because Oscar already took these sessions, he already knows the topic and the subject that we are going to talk about, but he didn't have the opportunity actually to discuss the topic with a different student. He just did it with me. So I think it would be ideal to do it with you, Jaime, since you
Okay.
also have the language to debate. So quickly, what I'm going to do, we're going to do a listening exercise because I think Oscar didn't have the chance to do so. So I'm going to send you a listening exercise. Oh no, Oscar, you did, right?
It's about the university degree at
Eh,
ESL Lab.
yeah, the conversation between the girl and the father.
Yes, yes, I already done it. I took it. So
Okay, okay. So Jaime didn't have the opportunity, but it's okay, no problem. So what
okay,
I'm
no
going to
problem.
do, yes?
No
No.
problem with that.
Ah, okay. So what I'm going to do then instead is to go with the topic, with the video topic, the subject, because anyway, I think Oscar, it would be good for you to repeat the video just in case you wanted to write down some phrases or expressions or whatever, because they were very, very interesting. So Jaime, what happens is that Oscar watched a video. I'm gonna share a screen with you,
Okay.
and you're gonna quickly see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right. So you see the online community. It says April 17th. I always make mistakes with the date. I'm sorry. So it's about university degree. I don't want to go over this piece of information because you're already familiar with it. You traveled to United States for quite a long time, right?
Me? You mean
Yes.
me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did.
So you're a little bit familiar with these terms.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I am.
Okay. So I was explaining to Oscar last time the different kinds of university degrees that you can see in the United States, that you can get in the United States. And they have community college and they have the college and so on. So you're already familiar with it. And then he did this exercise, the university degree listening. It was a listening about the father and the daughter talking about her future at the university.
Yes.
But we talked about this. Do you need a degree to be successful? And he was giving me his idea. He had a different kind of outlook on whether you need a degree or not to be successful. What's your outlook on this subject?
Okay. There's always two options. That's my opinion. There are always, and there will always be two options. The other day, I read an article about people that never went through college and they were very, very, very successful.
Okay.
In fact, there's one guy, I still remember the article that he spoke about the gyms when there wasn't that gym fever here in Colombia and most likely
Okay.
and he just did his high school and he started with a gym, and the gym
Okay.
was such a success that he didn't even have time to study at all, but he started another gym and another and another, so he had like these like 4 or 5, or I don't remember the number,
A franchise, basically. He started a franchise.
something like Bodytech.
Uh-huh, exactly.
Okay, and he had so much money, and he was saying that it was like hitting the jackpot,
Yes.
but that was one case in a million. And
Mm.
obviously the article spoke about several cases like that. And the thing is, it's to hit the jackpot, but one in a million. But what about the other 999,999 that don't hit the jackpot? So it's good if you know where you're aiming. For example, this this place that you're looking, okay,
Yes.
here, that's my closet. Here
Yes.
to my this way, that you're looking
Yes.
here,
Mhm.
it's the third floor of an apartment that my father built. In the first floor, my father rented a business that he has there. Not my father, but he rented a business, and the guy just did his high school. In this moment, this guy has 5 cars and makes like 1,000,000 pesos daily.
Yes. Oh,
But
interesting.
the thing is, it's not to make 1,000,000 pesos and have 5 cars and
Yeah.
have a building and everything of his own now. The thing is, what if the business didn't make enough money?
Okay.
Would his knowledge allow him to achieve all that he has achieved? I don't think so. So,
Okay. Uh-huh.
so my point is, I do think that a degree is necessary. In fact, I'm an example of it because I was already translating in events, and when it came to hold on, I'm looking for one paper here.
Okay.
I'm looking, and when it came to show your diploma and your degrees and everything, that's why I was looking for a paper. I was left with nothing, and that's why I
Okay.
lost a lot of opportunities. So that's why I'm doing the degree. This,
Okay.
so I think it's very important. I
Oscar.
disagree.
Oh, sorry, sorry. You finish, Jaime?
I'm done.
Okay, Oscar. Um, do you have any arguments against or for what Jaime just said?
Yeah, actually, I think I have both sides. You know, I agree in some things that he said, and I disagree in some other things. For
Okay.
example, as I told you the last meeting, you know, nowadays it's very very important to have a certificate, a diploma, in order to show companies you are like the right person for them, that you have the right qualifications to work. But I also believe that there are some people who have a lot of empirical knowledge, so it means that they don't have to go to university, they don't have to go to college, because they have an innate knowledge to do different things. So in that case, it would be very very important for them to have access to job opportunities. But the cruel reality is that they don't have that access
They,
because they don't
you
have the
just made the
diploma.
point. You see, you just
That's
made
the
the
point.
point.
And that's what I think. I think in general, I don't think a person should need like a degree to have a work, because a lot of people have empirical knowledge and they're very good at what they do. So, but the reality is that nowadays they have to. That's what I think.
Well, believe it or not, I'm a teacher. I'm on the way to become a professional too, and I'm studying a specialization, but I'm doing it because I want to, but not exactly because I think we should need it. Yes, reality is showing us that we need it, but I think we shouldn't need it.
You shouldn't. Why not?
I think we shouldn't. Um, because, for example, there are so many things, there are so many professionals. Let's take a look at our government. There are so many people in the ministry, there are so many people in the Congress, so many people that are mayors, governors, that apparently they are professionals, but they are showing a side that is not necessary to run a city or the country. So, for example, to run the city or a country, you don't need to be a professional. Let's take a look at Pepe Mujica, for example, from Uruguay. He's not exactly a professional, but he was successful when running Uruguay. He was one of the best presidents around the world, if not the best one. So it's a matter of understanding a reality. We have also Nelson Mandela in South Africa. With no education, he was able to understand what the society in South Africa needed, and he was able to manage that. It was amazing, to be honest. So I don't know. I think there is another person who's joining us. Just a second. So
Okay.
that's my perception. You see, that's my opinion. That's the way I see it.
Okay.
Anything to comment?
Uh, with those examples, no. But no, but the thing is this. Honestly, honestly, you're naming one person. You see, as the article that I stated, it's only one person out of a million.
Okay.
So what about the rest? Do they have the same opportunity in a very competitive world? I know we all do, but some will succeed and some will not. That's my point.
I agree to some extent because what happens is that education, I mean, the degrees, education is something that has become a, like, how can I say this? Like a machine that makes batches of students. Um,
Totally agree.
so, for example, what happens is that the educational system is not teaching you to be an individual. It's just teaching you to be repetitive. They are telling you what to do. They are telling you how to behave. They are telling you, and they don't teach you to reflect upon all those things that you need to really think of. You see, so that's why we have like many people going to university just for a diploma, just for a certificate, but not to become people, not to become humans. And that's why we're having these problems around the world. And that was what Nelson Mandela did, and that's what other people have done. Now, is Nelson Mandela better than me? No. The only difference is that he had determination. He believed in something and he went for it. But what
So
happens is that education today is telling you if you don't have a diploma, you are nothing. And it's not true.
no, I totally agree that about the diploma. Yeah, it's not true. But the thing is that we are again the word competitive comes in, and people always prefer the market. That's something that I'll tell Oscar. I'm graduated already in marketing, so the
Mm-hmm.
market leads you to go to the part where this guy, example, this guy has a diploma, but this other guy doesn't. It doesn't matter. This one is bigger because he has a diploma. This one doesn't mean anything because he doesn't have it at all. Now, this guy I met once a long time
Mm-hmm.
ago, several years ago. I met a guy like this that
Mm-hmm.
had millions and millions and millions of pesos,
Yeah.
while this one didn't have. He only had his studies. And the difference was that this one could make decisions, right? Make decisions and make the people and make this one work for him. You see? So that's my point. Here it comes out to again the market part where they say, I have the money, I have the one and I have the right, and I can lead and I can boss you. That's why I said, hey, howdy boss.
Yeah.
The teacher. But they can give orders and everything, although they don't have any studies at all.
Okay, Oscar, you were gonna say something?
No, actually, that's what I was calling the empirical knowledge. You know, there are people who have that innate leadership. They don't need to go to, they don't need to go anywhere because they were born with that ability and that attitude to be entrepreneurs and to run their own businesses. So, you know, when people say that we need a diploma to work anywhere, I don't agree, because a diploma doesn't mean that you have the right qualifications or the right knowledge to do something, because as I said earlier, there are people who have innate and empirical knowledge. That's what I was gonna say.
Exactly. Well, probably Jaime hasn't watched this video, but after this video, we're gonna continue talking about this, because then I'm gonna ask you a different question that is gonna be related to the topic we are talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna send the link so you can watch the video.
Okay.
Jaime,
Yes.
Oscar already watched it. If he wants to watch it again, just to
Your voice, excuse me, your voice is cutting out just a little. I
and
don't know if it's
breaking.
me, Jaime. Can you hear it clearly?
I kind of also heard it distorted, but
Yeah.
I came out with the idea. In fact, I already clicked on the video.
Yes, I could understand, but it's cutting out a little. You know, your voice is sounding a little bit strange. Maybe it's because of the connection. Okay.
Ya, kalau me pasado. I think today people worry a lot about the world, about the economy, China economy in the world, but I'm a very optimistic. When people start to worry, that is the opportunity is. But I worry about the blood testing and she created good things, and I think great innovations, great companies always have this competition. The news. Yeah, you have a long, you have a short notes. And I like the American movie. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get, right? So I'm pretty optimistic. The opportunity in the future for equality is huge, because in the last century, the IT is for big companies. The globalization is for big companies. But now with the technology, we can serve those 80% of the companies that never been served. We can serve the 80% of the young people that have never been served. Technology for internet is so cheap, so easy to use. One of the reasons why we grow in China e-commerce so fast, much faster than the US, is because our infrastructure of commerce in China was too bad. When it is too bad, something happens and goes. Today we're working on the rural areas of China. I can never imagine that China, about 800 million people still live in the rural areas of farmers. And there are about close to 200 million people. Their income is less than $1 per day. And before the internet, it's impossible for these guys to reach the PC because it's so difficult. Even people like me, I don't know how to use a PC. So now, almost 80% of the farmers, those who are using mobile phones. We have the mobile phones, the internet, the data. Things change a lot. So I'm excited about the future. People always worry. That's the I love the young kids sitting there and talking about the dream, the hopes, because why does make it? Why people cannot find opportunities? You can find opportunities, and I think people sitting here today, Dad, where is the opportunity? I don't have a job. I don't have this. I don't have that. I remember 20 years ago, I hated Bill Gates. I say, he took all the job, He's such a great. And Larry Page, Bill Gates, and every success people, they did it good. And why I didn't have this chance? The same question like you. And later I calmed down myself. And luckily, I win. I tell you, I'm lucky to know a lot of famous people. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Jack Welch, Larry Page, Mark Zuckerberg. I know all of them. I would like to share with you that those people, the difference between those people and other people, they are always optimistic for the future. They never complain. They always try to solve the problems of the others. And I think, where is the opportunity? The opportunity always lies in the place where people complain. Some people sit there and complain and think, if I can solve that complaint, that's the opportunity. That's what I did. And I think 1994, 1995, so many people in China want to sell things abroad. But there's no place because the big business can go to the trade fair, Las Vegas fair, and Germany fair. Small business, they don't have opportunity. So they complain. We want to go to the trade shows, but they cannot get visa. They don't have money. They don't have relationship. So I think if internet can help this small business, it will be great. But nobody would believe it. Why internet can help? I said if something everybody believe it, everybody love it, forget about it. That's not your opportunity. When everybody agrees why this opportunity should be yours. Because a lot of people don't agree with it. And you think this is good. Think carefully and find a group of people working together. And making sure the people working with you together believe the dreams. Whether investors believe in this or not, whether your friends believe it or not, whether your parents believe it or not, that's not important. You believe it. Your team believes it. And work day and night on this. That's how this happens. My investor did not invest. After 10 years, they invested and they still don't know what I'm doing. Honestly, people say, why?
Hola, soy Jaime, el joven de los taxistas. Estoy aquí para contarles que está cambiando en el servicio de taxis de Bogotá. Los taxímetros.
Jack, you have so many great investors. Yes, they are great because they believe Jack Ma can do something. But what exactly he's doing, they probably don't understand. But we have to know. We know the only thing I tell you guys, for the first 3 years, we do not have even $1 revenue from our business. But why it keeps going ahead, going forward? Because I received lots of email of thanks from the customers. They say, this is such a great thing. If you can keep on doing that, we cannot pay you, but this will help us. If you keep on helping us, one day you will be successful, and I believe it. And I want people here to let you know that we are at the best time of the century. The first technology revolution, the steam, the water, right, in the UK, very successful after 50 years. The second technology revolution is called the energy revolution, electricity. After 50 years, electricity was founded. This is the internet has only for 20 years. The next 30 years is the best time for us, for our young people. We are all lucky. We are only like 20, 30 years old. The next 30 years, the best time. The last 20 years is the time I call information technology. That's the IT. IT is to make the big company getting bigger and stronger. And IT is to make yourself stronger. IT is trying to get something for you. But now we are entering into the new period, which I call the data technology. The data technology is the totally opposite than IT. IT is I have, you don't have. DT is you have it, I don't have it. I don't have to have it. DT is about sharing. DT is about taking responsibility. DT is about the passion for the future. So we are coming into the next 30 years of data technology period, which your parents may not like it, which your friends may not like it. But if you believe the next 30 years is the wonderful period for us, and by the way, at the DT period, everybody is the same because we are start from the same line. Nobody is expert of DT. There are a lot of experts of IT. They may be in trouble. So, what I would say, the best assets you have is that you are young. Don't complain. Let the other people complain. Those people complain, those people who spill. And do not always say, well, I don't have. Think about how you can make things different. Use your own brain to think. Here I want to share you. I learned my English. I learned how to think with my English. When I was young, I went to Hangzhou Western Lake. We have a Western Lake hotel. Many foreign visitors live there. And I went there every morning, 5 o'clock, to practice my English. The foreign visitors come, I practice my English. I don't know why at that time, but I found everything the foreign visitors told me are so different from the things my parents told me, my teacher told me, and the newspaper I read. So since then, I think everything use my own brain to think about. Is that true? Is there an opportunity inside? Is there anything I can do that makes a difference? Think about this. And then when you think about this, start to do it. I saw a lot of people, young people, have a fantastic ideas every evening, but in the morning they go to the office thing again. Make the move, make the action. To everybody, to any person, tomorrow is new. And believe one thing, this is also another advice I want to give you. You have to work very hard. Either work for the world, work for yourself. And I choose the way work for myself. But working for myself, that means working for the society. If you really want to work for yourself, think about the others. The day DT time, making sure you help others. Because only when the other people are successful, when the other people are happy, you'll be successful. Never clear, really want to help young people to build up the ecosystem. But one thing I would say that a lot of people say internet is killing jobs. The technology is killing jobs. But I believe internet and technology, every time the technology created new jobs. The first revolution of technology created more jobs. Second revolution created a lot of jobs. So this time, we are going to, this century, for the new technology is going to create more jobs. But these jobs needs more knowledge, more skills. Korean people, I think we are so creative. And the mobile client, especially also online games. These are the things. The people need all kinds of entertainment. And Korea, you have the such a wonderful infrastructure of the mobile. The next 10, 20 years will be the mobile, the data, and innovation. So these things put together will be fantastic opportunity. And so what Alibaba is doing is that we are bringing quick consumption from China. For our site, every day we have 120 million consumers shopping on our site every day. Everything that is good online always sold out. You will never imagine this. I don't understand why so many people buying on shop every day or just becoming. And I think next 2 years will be at least 2 billion, at least the 2 billion to 2.5 billion people will be online shopping. That will be the best opportunity for everybody. And I think Korea, since you are the nation that has the best infrastructure, mobile, and the creativity. So let's create something for the world, for the best consumers. So that is why I'm coming here not to sell things. Honestly, I think sell Chinese products to Korea. We've been sold that for 20 years. I'm trying to come in here and say, young people, Korea, create something, sell to the world, sell to China. That's the opportunity there.
I'm gonna ask you, Mr. Mama, you have allied so much with your business. Do you still have something to do more? Are you still hungry for business?
Yeah, the money
the money people trust on me. Let's put trust people on me. So I should take the most of responsibility for all the money I invest. And I still have a big passion for future because it's not about how much money you will make, how much life you can change, how many things you can do that improve, because our mission of
Jaime, are you done? Christian?
Hi. Hi, teacher.
Hello, Christian, are you done? You ready?
Tell me, teacher. Excuse me.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Jaime?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So everybody's ready now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Christian, quickly, Christian, you are from Florencia, but you live in Bogota, right?
Yes. It's right.
Okay. This is Jaime. Jaime lives in Bogota too, and we have Oscar. Oscar lives in Apartado. Oscar, can you please activate your microphone? I don't know why it's muted. Oh, okay, thank you. Christian, can you please activate your microphone too? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, you guys, so you already watched the video. So quickly, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 5 minutes. First, we're going to start with Jaime. Jaime, you're going to have 1 minute and a half to let us know which person you felt identified with, or if you disagree with all of them in the video.
Okay, so
Okay, so 1.5 minutes, go.
1 minute and a half,
Mhm.
12:40. It's going to be this easy. I agree completely with the owner of Alibaba. That man made it in 16 years. That's business. You see, that's simple. It's business. And the excellent thing is that he said everybody has an opportunity. Everybody. All of us have an opportunity. It's a matter of fact of I know I'm on camera, but it's just a matter of fact of doing this, of standing up and working instead of laying down and sitting here and waiting for the opportunities to come to me. I completely agree with this man. What he's saying, he said that it changed from the IT era to the DT. And the DT, it's the first time I heard about it, the data technology. So it's kind of cool to hear that, because it gives me a bigger insight of the huge opportunities that are ahead of us.
Definitely.
1:30.
You well, you still have 20 seconds, but okay, if you want to finish, it's fine. Oscar, let's go with you. I know you already told me, but you can maybe make comments on what Jaime said, for example.
Yes, well, I totally agree with what Jaime said. I think we all should stand up and start transforming our work. And as I told you in the last conference, all of these people are the proof that you don't need like a degree in order to transform your society, your community, your work, because you know some of them said they put some examples when they were mentioning that a lot of people go to college, they go to university, but when they finish, they don't have a horizon, they don't know what to do, they don't have expectations for the future, and they don't have practical experience because, as you mentioned earlier, education is now trying to become individuals and to do the same thing. So we are becoming repetitive. We are following just rules. And I think that it's our commitment for us, the teachers who are learning and who are getting ready for it, to transform education, to give students the opportunity to reflect upon
30
many
seconds.
things and to transform others people's lives. And there is also another part of the video which was very interesting. I still remember this guy. I don't remember his name, but he said he was somebody asked him, how do you feel when you enter a room and you see a lot of
Jay-Z.
people in their suits with education, maybe. So he said, well, I think those people, they might know a bunch of words, they might have a lot of knowledge, but I know a bunch of life. So he was trying to say that it is not just about going to college, but to learning the real situations in life.
Yes, very much. Yes, and believe it or not, there are so many people that would feel embarrassed just entering a room full of well-suited guys. You see?
Yeah.
So, Christian, could you please activate your microphone? Christian?
Okay, teacher, but
Okay.
there is a lot of noise in my background.
Okay, but could you hear Jaime and Oscar?
Yeah, I could understand. I could understand then.
Do you have any comments against or for what they said?
Teacher, I can hear you because it's the your signal is not good. It's not so good.
Okay, but okay, no problem. It's okay. Well, guys, Jaime and Oscar, I'm gonna give Christian some time anyway to get like a better background. I don't know, or to move or to have a better signal. Think about this. Right now in Colombia, we have presidential candidates that are planning to work on education. And Pedro, for example, he's proposing free education. Duque used to be against free education. Now he's like changing his tune. And we have also Fajardo supporting this idea somehow too. What is your outlook? What's your perspective? Because we are talking about university degree, but in order to get a university degree in Colombia, you have to pay. And in Colombia, the best universities are too expensive. And even if you go to a public university and you pass, even so, even being public, you have to pay. So Oscar, 2 minutes, tell me what's your perspective? What's your opinion about this?
Well, I consider that the new candidates which are running for being presidents here in Colombia, they should include in their proposals new opportunities for those who don't have access to education of high quality. I consider that even public entities, as you said, we have to pay for education, and it shouldn't be like that because it is supposed to be public. We all we all should have access to free education. So I consider they should work really, really hard on education because there are some statistics worldwide that says that Colombian education is very, very poor compared to other countries. So they should really work hard on education, and they should include a lot of opportunities for people to have access to the education,
Thank you very
high
much.
quality education.
Jaime, do you have anything to say for or against what Oscar said, or you have your own perspective about this?
Excuse me just a moment that I have a message. Okay. The thing is, I completely agree. In this case, I completely agree with Oscar because, well, I agree, not completely, because I say that it's not a matter of fact that a person goes to a public or private school, but it has to do more with, I'm going to say with all due respect, with
Yeah,
guts.
it's okay.
To have guts and to have the desire of overcoming. That's the thing. Because if I have a clear goal where I want to go, aim, I will achieve it, no matter what it costs. So sometimes a public or private school or college, or university in this case, I don't think it has to do with it. For example, I'm going to use somebody as an example. My cousin studied in National University, systems engineering. Right now, he's in Harvard. He's working in Harvard. You
That's
see,
nice.
and how did he make it there? Because he had the will, and he wanted to go there, and he aimed going there. It didn't matter that he studied in a public school instead of how many private colleges that also teach in systems engineering. But he's here right now in Boston, and he's working there. And I think so far he's going to become a teacher very soon because he's doing all the tests to teach over there.
That's
So
interesting.
it doesn't matter what college it is, whether public or private. It depends on ourselves and how we think. That's what I would say.
Well, Oscar didn't have the opportunity to join me in. Oscar had to leave. Probably his internet connection. Okay, but do you remember, Jaime, when, for example, when I had you watch the video about Arnold Schwarzenegger explaining the 6 rules to success? Do you remember that session?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, Oscar is back. Oscar, can you hear us? Can you hear me now,
Yes, I
Oscar?
can hear you now. I don't know what
Okay.
happened, but
Okay, I
yes,
was
I can hear
telling.
you.
Okay, no problem. I was telling Jaime because Jaime participated in the first session when we started having these online community sessions. I shared with them a video about Arnold Schwarzenegger explaining 6 rules to success. Have you ever watched it?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the link. You don't need to watch it now, but for you to watch it later, you're gonna love it. It mentions a little bit what Jaime was saying about having the will, having the guts, and always aiming at what you need and what you want, and working hard for it. And one of the rules that Arnold Schwarzenegger mentions is work your butt off. And I think that's the problem with many Colombians. They don't want to work their butt off. And we compare so much. I'm not saying all Colombians because I'm from Colombia, but I consider myself different from the rest of Colombians, or at least those Colombians who think that the government has to give them everything. So I agree that the government doesn't have to give you everything, that you have to do your bit, right? But the thing is that we also need help, and we need a good distribution of the wealth in the country. So for example, I don't think it's fair that for you to work in a company, you are required to show a certificate, a university degree certificate. But when you work as a president, when you work as a governor, when you work as a mayor, it's not a requirement. If you check the Constitution and if you check all the requirements to become a mayor, governor, congressman, you don't need a university degree. What do you think about that, Oscar? Let's start with you.
Yes, I agree with you. I consider that for those important, let's say, for those important people who are planning to be part of the government, they should have, the right qualification.
Hello.
Yeah, he's breaking.
Oh, okay.
Uh, it's okay. Let's continue with you, Jaime. And then when Oscar is back, then he will finish his idea. So Jaime, what do you have to say about it?
What was the question? Excuse me.
Yes, the question is, for example, in order for you to work at a company, they require you request a diploma certificate. But when you work for the government, it's not really necessary. So, for example, to become a president, you don't need to hold a diploma, a university diploma or degree, or governor or something like that. If you check the requirements, very few, very, very few.
Guys, can you hear me?
Oh yes, but I'm sorry, Oscar. Jaime is gonna have his participation, and then we will move on with you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. What would I say?
Yes.
I would dare to say I don't know if it's very risky or not, but I'll say it this way.
Go ahead.
When it comes,
I think
hello?
Okay, Jaime, yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. When it comes to lead, it's like a pyramid. Instead of going upwards like this, a pyramid, the pyramid should be this way. Why? Because the person that has the knowledge is here in the bottom part.
Okay.
The person that has the knowledge, it doesn't matter the degree, but the person that has the knowledge. So, for example, Lech Walesa in Poland.
Yes.
He didn't have studies. He just was a worker. Yes. But he became the president. You see? So he had the knowledge, and he had, again, I will say it, he had the guts to become the president. Yeah, I was looking for, I was recalling or remembering again the video of the 6 rules of Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger is not American, but now he's a governor in the United States.
He was, yeah.
And this other video that I watched, that I still want to finish it completely, The Law of Attraction of Jack Ma. He also, as I can see, he is a person that started to work and work hard and take a chance and not take a chance, but take an advantage of the opportunity, and look who he has become. So I would say that it's good if people that have knowledge, real knowledge, would be governing us. But it's more like a knowledge instead of here. Let me show you here from the heart.
That's what I think. That's what I think. Oscar, what about you?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can, definitely.
Okay, because my internet connection is a bit poor, so that's why I think I'm just like cutting out.
It's
So,
okay. We're about to finish. We have 2 more minutes.
okay, it's okay. Well, I agree with you. I consider if we need to have like a degree to enter any company, those people who are very important, they also need to show their qualifications because running a country, a municipality, a department, or any other place requires a lot of experience because they're practically having control over many people and they're looking after their health and after all of their welfare in general. So I agree with you. I think they should prove that they are capable of running a society, a community, or anything.
Well, just to finish the session, I think that regardless of having the knowledge of it or not, I think becoming a president or becoming a person that runs a city, a country, municipality, whatever, I think we should demand a university degree because it's somehow, it's a way to it's a way to filter certain people and certain things and situations and things like that. But anyway, that's another topic, I suppose. Christian, could you hear the conversation? Christian, are you still there? Okay, probably Christian is doing something else, cooking or something. Well, guys.
No, teacher, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you were listening to the conversation because also listening to conversation is learning too, is practicing. Guys, once again, Jaime and Oscar, thank you very much for attending the session. I know this is something voluntary. You don't need to come here. But the fact that you're here shows me that you really want to improve, that you want to move on, and you really want to be useful to society. So congratulations. Christian, you too. Too bad you had some kind of noise in the background. But anyway, guys, I've been sending you a link in which you have to check the teacher, in this case, me. So don't worry, the information will be, it's anonymous, so I won't have access to it. Only Unad will have access to it, okay? So I'll be sending you the link, so you just fill out the survey.
Okay.
Okay. Have a nice afternoon, everyone.
Thanks for taking your time to talk to us.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
Thank you.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
I have a doubt here in the campus. It says Taskade speaking encounters to participate in speaking sessions twice a week. This is what it's about? That task? Is that task about it?
The task? What do you mean?
What do I mean? Sorry. Okay, just a moment. Let me see if I can share screen and let me show you. Oh, share screen. Where is it? Settings. No.
No, on the left.
On the left?
See a green, you see like a green screen. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, here it is. Share screen. Here it is. Okay, so this is what I want to share. Look, just a moment. Here, this part where it says task 8 to participate in encounters until May the 10th. I don't know what that means.
Okay. It's because we will be having last week. We will be having a speaking exams.
A speaking exam, and more exactly, what would it be like? Something like this.
Exactly, something like this, but obviously with certain criteria. So, for example, the tutors will be paying attention to vocabulary, fluency, grammar, and understanding others, and turn-taking things. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions, Oscar? Jason, do you have any other questions?
No questions. Just to say thanks
Okay.
for your time.
Oh no, you're welcome. Okay, guys, I have to go. I have to prepare my next session. So see you. It was a pleasure.
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
You're
Goodbye.
welcome. You're welcome. Bye bye.